Hey guys, welcome to this talk-through tutorial where I'm going to share with you how I did my eye makeup. Right here, this eye makeup. This is also the eye makeup that I was wearing in my Hot or Not featuring Maybelline, and I raved about this product. This is the new Color Tattoos Pure Pigments. It's a loose pigment powder eyeshadow that is amazing, and a lot of you asked if I would do a tutorial, and I thought, you know what, why not? My foundation routine talk-through went really well and you guys liked that, so I figure I would share with you all of my tips on applying pigments, making them last, all that good stuff. And also, if you want to know how I do my foundation, I'm going to link that below. Check it out. I'm wearing everything identical except for I am wearing Ripe for Love as my blush today. Same blush I was wearing in the Hot or Not video. I basically redid that whole makeup look, and that's what I'm wearing once again here. I will list everything in the info box below, so without getting too rambly, let's get straight to how I did my eye makeup. I have already primed my eyes. I used a primer from the Balm called Put a Lid on It. It's a clear consistency, and this is just going to help the shadow to be more intensified, to really lock into place, and to hold where we want it, which I find to be really important when you're working with a loose pigment, which is what we're going to be using today. So let's get started. I'm going to take my favoriteest crease color, Tease from the Naked 2 palette, with a tapered brush, and I'm just going to define the crease a little bit. I'm going slightly above the crease and just kind of blurring it out. I'm not going all the way in here. I'm keeping the color focus on the outer corner, just really softly blending it through. And I like to do little circular strokes and then go back and forth with the windshield wiper motion. Just make everything look blurred and seamless. We're going to repeat on the other eye. We're going to take our pigment, and what I recommend is taking a little bit from the jar, tapping it in the lid, and then grabbing the color from the lid with your fingertip, but don't go from here straight to your eye. Tap it on the back of your hand a little bit so that you make sure any of that fallout is on the back of your hand and not underneath your eyes. And I'm just going to start in the center and pat, and then I'm going to carefully go towards the inner corner of my eye. The majority of the color I'm trying to get right on the center part of the lid because I am going to be brightening up the inner corner and darkening the outer corner. So you want the focus to start always on the center of the lid. And this is called Downtown Brown from Maybelline. It's the new Color Tattoos loose pigment. So you can see that just gives a really soft sheen to the lid. I personally prefer to use my fingertips whenever I'm working with any loose powder products. I feel like I have so much more control than with a flat brush. So now I'm going to take an itty bitty tapered brush. This is from Kevin Aquan. This is the small eyeshadow flat tip brush, and I'm using a drugstore palette. This is from Flower Cosmetics, and I'm taking that rich deep brown. It's a matte brown. And I'm going to place this color on the outer corner of the eye to kind of emphasize and widen the look of the eye. And you can kind of, when you look in the mirror, you can kind of turn your head a little bit to really see that outer corner. I'm using patting motions. I'm just going up, down, up, down, up, down. And now I'm going to take what's left on the brush because the concentration of color is on that outer corner where I started. And I'm just going to kind of drag a little bit up here. I'm kind of making an expression with my eyebrows where I look really surprised, but that's so I can widen my crease and get the color right where I want it. Now I'm going to take a clean fluffy brush. Best secret in the world, if you don't know this, always keep a clean brush on hand to blur out and blend out the edges of your eyeshadow. It's going to make everything look really professional. There will be no mistakes. Everything is airbrushed and perfect. So we're going to take this guy and just drag right where the color ends in the crease and blur all the edges there. I'm going to take this brown from the Foxy Browns palette that I used, the darker shade right here. We're going to take this lighter shade. I'm going to use a pointed tip brush like this guy right here, or you could use like a flat brush like this, but I prefer something with a bit of a tapered edge. And I'm going to just kind of pat this where I would put like a chubby liner. So just line the eyes. I'm going to take just a tap of this pink here on my ring finger, and I'm going to put this on the inner corner of the eye and brighten things up a little bit. This is a lash curler from Kevyn Aucoin, and it is absolutely worth every penny. It's so, so amazing. I use this in every single tutorial I think I've ever done. We're gonna let that shadow be enough definition and keep that lid really, really bright. What we are gonna do is line the waterline. And instead of using black, which can come off a little bit harsh for daytime, especially when paired with such a natural, kind of blurred out, brown toned eye, we're gonna take a cool toned brown. And to do this, the upper waterline, you can kind of gently pick up the lid. It looks scarier than it actually is, I promise. And you can see that just gives like a nice frame to the eye without it looking too heavy. You can take the same little small tapered brush that we used on that outer corner, and don't pick up any more product or anything, but you can kind of just smudge, you know, just on the outer part of the lower lash line. A little bit of color underneath there. I'm going to take Urban Decay's 24/7 Glide On Shadow Pencil in Sin, and I'm going to brighten up the inner corner. This pencil is awesome. Kaylee, Let's Make It Up 1, gave this to me in like a little set, and I cannot get enough of it. It's so pretty, especially for summertime, to just kind of brighten everything up. And the last little thing I'm going to do is apply a few coats of mascara on the top and bottom lashes. I'm using YSL's Babydoll, which again was featured in a Hot or Not. All these hot new products have like made their way into my everyday routine. Lots of new stuff that I am totally loving right now. I will link both of those videos below for you guys. And random little fact for you all, I actually love this mascara so much that I brought it with me to New York, and I brought it to the Allure photo shoot, and I requested to put this on myself because I just like the way this mascara looks. So this is the mascara that I will actually be wearing in the magazine. Alright, so this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and leave in the comments what looks you want to see next. I'm definitely into tutorials right now, and I want to do more of them, and I kind of really enjoy the whole talk through and just kind of, you know, giving you guys all of my tips and whatnot. Thumbs up if you are into that. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and have a great day. Mwah!